Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to dive into the subject of peptides. And why should you listen to me? Because I've been using peptides for years. I tried different kinds. I even tried Russian peptides that are ordered from Europe, and in the end of the video I'll tell you what I think about those. Russians have been really up on the peptide research. They know a lot about it. But when I started, I didn't have a lot of information, and that's why I want to share with you what I learned. Let's think about the cell, right? So peptide is basically amino acids with a peptide bond, and naturally produced in the body. So far we discovered 7,000 of them, and each one of them has a special purpose. The cell, if you think of it, we're all made of a bunch of cells, and what we are is a bunch of cells, kind of like a chemical and bacterial soup. It's a perfect recipe that works so well. And when we're young, and if you have little kids, they never get tired. They have so much energy because they have enormous amount of growth hormone. They have enormous amount of production of these peptides. As we get older, the production decreases and our cell is just not as efficient. It doesn't multiply as easily. It does not get rid of the trash as perfectly as it used to. It does not, it just doesn't function as well. And as a result, we become more tired, things are getting a little slower, things are working a little bit less efficient. And it doesn't have to be that way because we got peptides. So my number one favorite peptide is BPC 157. For all of you bodybuilders, you've probably already been using it. BPC 157 is often combined with TB 500 for injuries. But you don't have to wait for the injury to use BPC 157 because it has so many good properties. It can heal an ulcer. It can help you heal your gut. It can help you with cardiovascular issues, even QT intervals and blood pressure regulation. It can help you with, it has neuroprotective properties and help your immunity. And the biggest one is tissue regeneration, even burns. You can heal with it, particularly if you're going through some kind of surgery or some kind of, well, really anything. BPC 157 is the king of peptides in my opinion. And the best part, you don't have to inject it. You can take it orally or you can take it nasally. And Dr. Seed, in my opinion, has a really good product. But before you go out there and try this out, I would just go to a naturopathic doctor, say, hey, I heard about BPC 157, please order it for me, and they will get you the highest purity. I buy mine from Peptide Sciences. Do not go there and buy it because, it's not for human consumption. But just go to a doctor and ask them about it, and they'll hook you up. And second of my favorites peptides is a copper peptide. With BPC 157, there's really no side effects, okay? Backpedaling here. And with the copper peptides, you have to be very careful because if you're zinc deficient and you already put in more copper, it's all about zinc to copper ratio. It's very important to make sure that the ratio is always perfect because if you zinc deficient and you start putting more copper in, you'll get sick even though this peptide is so good for you. This peptide is good for immune system. It even helps tumors. It helps healing your gut as well, just like BPC, but in addition, it's like so good for your hair and your skin, okay? It hurts if you inject it. If you inject it, it will feel like a bee sting. For me, at least 12 hours, and sometimes 6 hours, it kind of depends. It does hurt, and keep that in mind. But the good thing, you can take it topically. You can take it topically for your hair, for the roots, right? And then you can put it on your skin, on your face. The guy that discovered it, Dr. Lauren Picard. You can go to Dr. Lauren Picard website. I have used their product for topical. They're okay. Not my most favorite. There's other really, really good companies that use peptides in their products that I love. But Lauren Picard is the pioneer of copper peptides. He's the one that discovered them. He talks a lot. He has a book I highly recommend about skin health. He narrows it down to 7 steps, and he goes, this is what your skin needs. This is how you exfoliate. This is what you need. The lactic acid, the this explains everything. It's very simple, and you don't need a ton of products. He does mention emu oil, which I'm a big fan of Weston A. Price, who used to be a dentist, and he traveled the world to figure out why certain areas people are so healthy, and they have impeccable mental health, and they have no cavities at all, and they just so fertile. And what he found out is that they were eating certain foods that are high in vitamin A, E, D, and K2, and K2 in particularly. And so he, what I'm connecting is Dr. Weston A. Price was talking about emu oil because it has a high amount of K2 in there. And Dr. Lauren Picard talks about emu oil on your face as well, and with incredible results. And he talks about how it has to be a certain molecular size for your skin to actually absorb it. And you can take emu oil topically and orally, and it's really, really good for you. Again, the quality is everything. So that's pretty much the 2 favorite peptides. The other favorite of mine that I'm just gonna mention it, and it's called melanotan, also called a Barbie drug. Why? Because melanotan reduces your hunger, and you just don't want to eat, but then you still have the energy and everything to work out. But what it also does, it turns your skin darker. So basically you start taking melanotan a week, maybe 10 days, and then you go 10 one time, maybe 2 times, and you stay 10 forever. You stay dark forever. So it's a great one before vacation, in my opinion. Now that one has side effects. Unfortunately, melanotan makes a lot of people nauseous. It does increase your sex drive tremendously, so it's another good side effect. But for some people, it's just a lot of nausea. And what I would recommend, if you feel that, you can try to reduce the dose and see if a small dose gives you less nausea. Or I also would recommend eating first and then taking the melanotan, so that way nausea doesn't prevent you from not eating ever. Yep. So these are my kind of top 3 favorites. I have a lot more, but these are fun ones in my opinion, with great results right away. It's not like a mystery peptide that did it work, did it not work, I'm not sure. But there's peptides that help you regenerate kidneys. There's peptides that will help with head injuries. There's peptides that will reverse type 2 diabetes, and there's peptides that will help your thyroid. I told you that I'll tell you about the Russian peptides that I used. I used Visolute and a couple other ones that I got from Europe, and unfortunately I could not say anything good about them. I used the ones for the eyes, I used the ones for thyroid, and I used the one for prostate for my dad twice. And in his case, it's hard to tell because it's a more of an advanced case. Maybe it would have been working better if it was preventative. Those are oral capsules, and I took them both for like 2 months, and I did not notice any improvement whatsoever. So I'm not sure if it was the time frame. Maybe you have to take them longer, more frequently, but they were pricey if you compare it to result. Because with the BPC and copper peptides, I know I'll see results right away. I literally, you will have these flyaways on your hair. I remember I had these flyaways like right here, and then I go to my hairdresser and she's like, "Oh, we have bangs. What are we doing with the bangs?" And I'm like, "These are not bangs. These are my flyaways that just start growing all of a sudden because I took copper peptides." So comment below, click the subscribe button, and like my channel because you're gonna get free information on things that I've tried and my clients tried, and basically just let's get you healthy and beautiful. Bye.